All right. Hello, everybody. I want to thank you for at least tuning in, clicking on this video. Today I'm gonna be kind of looking at the whole ExtraEmily problem slash situation. Side note, if you hear my daughter in the background, taking care of the baby today. I don't really edit much, so I prefer for things to be, I guess, more genuine. But anyway, all right. Let's take a look at this.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So today we're going to be talking about the OTK member ExtraEmily, who finds herself in another round of controversy. Recently, she had some good news. She was announced as a professor at the Streamer University being run
Jesus
by
Christ.
AI. Unfortunately for her, a lot of people are wondering if the class she's going to teach is about DMCAing your critics on social media.
Which, on a side note, this whole Streamer University thing, man, all these online courses, I haven't actually looked into the whole Streamer University thing, but it does really rub me the wrong way.
Media, because that's what she's facing right now. You can see right here this user reporting that ExtraEmily filed a DMCA claim taking down a clip they shared of her recent stream where she was talking about the very controversial tuition situation going on with her parents that she's been dealing with for the last couple of months. This is obviously not a good look and just another example of a controversy she has put herself into. So before we get into the actual clip here and some of the responses and potential lawsuits that might result from this, let's get some background on the last couple of months and the controversies she has been in. The first one is this, where she was getting canceled left and right because people believed she said the N-word in this clip. Let me play it. You can be the judge for yourself on this one.
That's three.
Russell, that's not even true.
So
Okay.
she had an explanation for this because people were...
My opinion on this, she said it. Her face looking like that, she caught herself, she looked at the camera. That's a oh shit sort of moment. She definitely said it. I mean, she tried to say Nick, no, that's not what she said. She for sure said the word, but I mean, that's my
trying to like
thought
ruin her
on it.
life over this. She said, y'all, 13 million views on this. I cannot keep my silence. I said,
And-
Nick.
I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. This may make me look bad or whatever, but the only way she's still getting away with all these controversies and stuff, the only reason she's still popular is she's a cute girl. End of story. If some random dude said this shit on the stream and he was just as popular, it would be a huge issue, but it's a cute girl, so probably gets away with a lot more. You can hate me for saying that all you want, but I mean, it's true.
And then the word, and called my friend the wrong name. So in order for this to be true, this part has to be true, and she had to have called her friend the wrong name. It could have happened, right? It could have happened. But primarily the reaction to this was disbelief. A lot of people didn't want to believe this explanation. They think it just slipped out. But obviously this is Twitter, so people are very angry about this possibly occurring.
And the reason it slipped out is obviously she's very used to referring to her friends like that. That's the reason it slipped out. So I'm just gonna leave that where it is.
But this one is very serious. The next one that happened in April of this year is one I talked about on the alt channel very briefly, where she was suspended from Twitch for a day after running through a red light while streaming. She was not just
On
hanging
camera,
around
bruh.
talking to the chat. She was actively looking at it as she was going through an
On
intersection
camera.
where the light was red for several seconds.
And this legitimately puts people in danger.
Yes.
Like, it's...
What's this? Ah! Oh,
It's-
oh, ah, oh.
It's crazy. That is literally very dangerous.
Okay, keep going.
Baby's
Okay, stop
playing
it.
with the pillow.
Okay.
Baby,
Okay,
no
we're
playing
good.
with the pillow.
Okay, no problem. That happens all the time. In Austin, you know, like
She's always so quick to try to like downplay
really
stuff
long.
immediately.
So usually I just go past. Thank you, Gibberish, for the pride. Appreciate ya. What? It's fine. Like, people do that. You know, as long as the yellow.
This clip to me is pretty egregious. I don't think there's any
Like I
good
said,
way to defend this.
getting
It
away
wasn't
with it
like this
because
was just some very close red
she's
light.
cute.
It was red for like 2 seconds before she even approached the intersection.
It seemed
Look,
very
a lot of
sexist of me,
people,
but I
they
mean,
get caught in no man's land when they're driving, where the light
it's just
goes
the
yellow,
truth.
and you have to make a decision. Do I apply the brakes firmly and wait for the red light, or do I maintain speed and go through the light and hopefully get past it before it goes
and
red?
another thing, oh, it's Austin. You know, people do that all the time, blah, blah, blah. I live in Texas. I've been to bigger cities in Texas. It's so horrible driving in these cities. People are reckless. There's wrecks all the time, even in super small cities. Always wrecks. I've seen cars flipped over, seen cars on fire. Like, it's this kind of behavior right here. What if she just did this one time and bam, gets in an accident and seriously like harms or God forbid kills someone? It's inexcusable
This
to
was
me.
not that situation. It was a firm
Like, for real.
red for seconds before she even got to the intersection, and it's clear as day that she was distracted by her chat that's only there because she's streaming, trying to monetize every aspect of her life, even driving around in Austin, Texas. Really bad look, and of course she got a one-day
Austin is a
suspension
very
for this,
big
where she
city, so
arguably put other people at risk by doing this. But a few months prior to that, back in January, a very rough January for ExtraEmily
Jesus
here,
Christ.
she had another controversy that people thought was the product of some dangerous decisions, where she was checking out a Glock owned by Mizkif, and she started waving it around. Now, this Glock was not loaded, but anyone
Man,
who
how
cares about
stupid
gun
can you
safety
be?
whatsoever knows you treat any gun like it is loaded. You don't start waving it
True.
around in the direction of other people. This is the clip, and there's two things that are just kind of mind-meltingly stupid about this.
Here's another. You have 2 magazines.
They're clips.
Sorry, clips. What's this? A magazine?
No, they're all clips.
Oh.
They are magazines, by the way. So
Obviously,
he's wrong. He can't even
he's
explain
never seen
difference
the
between the two
infamous Charlie
because he's
video.
wrong. But
What's
anyways,
a magazine then?
It's different.
Oh, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. And then you go bloop, and you go.
Oh shit, Emily fucking
There's nothing in here.
Oh my God.
that's crazy. I'm sorry, that is a crazy.
Okay, for fucking one. Yes, there's, clip/magazine or whatever is not in there. But she didn't check the chamber. There could be a bullet in the chamber. Like, oh my God. And think of Brandon Lee. He died from, like, something being lodged in the gun. It wasn't a bullet. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. It just kind of leaves me flabbergasted how you could be this dumb.
Clip right there. I mean, she pointed it at him, at herself. I mean, that is nuts. Again, number one rule, you treat every gun like it is loaded. There's
True.
no excuse for that. And she's been to shooting ranges before. She should know better than this. And I think that's just common sense generally, even if you haven't had any experience with a firearm. But of course, there was one major controversy that's going to underlie what we're going to talk about for the rest of this video in the DMCA claim. Back in what month? January, there was another controversy where she revealed by her own action that her parents spent $170,000 on her college tuition, which is, of course, for a degree she's not using, but, I mean, many such cases in this world. But she admits this.
This just makes me even more mad. This whole stuff about, you know, she didn't plan on paying her parents back, even though she's this big streamer. I mean, listen. For one, both her parents are there. I haven't seen my dad in 20 years. And for those of y'all that know, my mom has been passed away a few years now. She did so much for me, and I always hoped to be in a position to be able to make her have an easier life. And sadly, you know, that never came to fruition before she passed. So to see somebody who's like, their parents paid for their college, they're this big streamer making all this money, and be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna pay them back. Like, it just rubs me the wrong way. Yeah.
And it's not because
it makes me so angry.
To pay. She makes it abundantly clear publicly
I think
to
this
her
is
chat
pretty
that
much
she just doesn't
what
want
the rest
to,
of the video is about.
She is a millionaire, and a lot of people think it's selfish to borrow all that money. And the parents in the clip say they practically went broke as a result of spending all this money.
Here comes
and then to have the flippant attitude,
gonna
well,
make
I don't
me
have to and I don't want to. It didn't get
angry.
received well by her
But
chat.
we're gonna
to the
watch
point where
that,
she
talk
ended
about
up
it a little bit.
crying on stream.
Do you think that would be your best gift towards your dad or your parents? To pay back your tuition?
I'm never gonna pay it back though.
Wait, actually?
No, I don't want to.
But you could.
Yeah, but I'm not going
Wait, do you
to.
have student loans?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
student
irks
loans
me
with
so
my
bad.
And you're making them pay it off?
No, like my parents paid, and then they're like, pay us back for college, and I just like don't want to.
Oh, it's so entitled.
Do you
It.
think that would make you really happy and proud?
No, they're fine.
Are you doing it kind of like almost out of spite because you're like, I don't want to because like I can, but I know that you guys don't need it?
Yes.
That's why you don't.
Yes, they don't need it.
Oh my
You
God.
don't need it.
I'm just a bad daughter.
You are.
It's fine. The only reason they want me to pay it back is because I'm a streamer.
Yeah, you should pay it back.
Because I
Because you're able to. You're able to pay it back. Like, I understand if you're in a position to where you're living paycheck to paycheck, like myself. You have all this money where you could just show your appreciation. Hey guys, thanks for, you know, paying for my college. I know I didn't use it, but it gave me an option in case this whole streaming thing didn't work out. But no, the sense of entitlement, oh my God, yeah. God, it makes me so mad. Like I said, I would have did anything to help my mom have a better life, and she passed away before I could ever achieve that. She passed away before my daughter was born, and to see people like this with this sense of entitlement and to just get away with it because they're a cute girl, and let's face it, we live in the age of anime and stuff being omega popular. So she's also Asian, which only adds to it, and she gets to get away with stupid shit like this. People should be like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. You can like her content, but still, you know, realize, damn, she's kind of fucked up. And then I think the rest of the video goes on to say, oh, she started paying them back, but to only do it because of backlash, and then DMCAing somebody because they got criticism. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to talk about it because it was really irking me, and now seeing the clip, it's irking me even more. But alright guys, I appreciate you for stopping in. Shout out to Rev Says Desu for, you know, making the video. But yeah, man, that's about it. Take care of your parents. Take care of the people who took care of you. Alright. That's it.